first generation American feels, I think, and depending on when in your life you become an American, feels different in the way that it's very hard to feel entitled about your citizenship if you weren't born a citizen. I'm not saying that people that are born citizens aren't feel entitled, but it's easier to. I'm American, this is mine, I was born here. Those sorts of things, because I was born here, and one could say that. But for me, I'm an American because my parents came here and worked really hard, and I was lucky enough to be connected to them. And although I lived in different places and felt connected to different places, I feel a profound sense of belonging and responsibility to this country because I just as easily could be somewhere else. And I don't think my life could have unfolded the way it did, in good and bad ways, but mostly good, if I was not an American.
The well-known line in the second paragraph, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
I have enormous admiration for Thomas Jefferson, and though, if you looked at the time when he was leading the charge of, one of the leaders of the charge of revolution and leading this young country, there's so much social injustice. Rights of women were non-existent, and the rights of people that didn't own land were almost non-existent. The rights of non-whites were non-existent. The rights of Native Americans. I mean, it was a really early time, but the consciousness that came from the way that Jefferson thought about our rights. It is profound that the words that he spoke mean more as our understanding of what it means to be human grows wider in scope. And a lot of those things that are at the core of the American philosophy, from the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, a lot of those things, we are distracted from, and we forget in our day-to-day lives, in our day-to-day politics, in our day-to-day communications. But it's times like this occasion, like this ceremony, that you're reminded, that we're all reminded of our responsibility and the good fortune that we have being in a country like this. In my idealistic kind of view of the world, I wish more of the world could enjoy this, and I wish that this country could somehow impart its compassionate core more effectively than it does. But being inside American, I think you feel it profoundly when you hear some of the stories of the people that were naturalized today and their difficult journeys to get here, some more difficult than others, of what it means once you sort of pass through this wall and become a member of the citizenship, the citizenry, I guess. It just makes, it's such a profound honor, and I feel it even though I was a kid when I became a citizen. I feel that it's my responsibility to voice my opinion and do things to actively pursue the American ideal and the greater good, and whatever I think that is. And so coming here is just like sort of a celebration of that. They should share their stories and their experience and their wisdom, both in becoming Americans and also the place from which they came, because I do believe that that is the lifeblood of a country like this.